So a little bit about the day that I asked this beautiful woman to marry me. We start out in the morning, Saturday morning, where she actually does not have any idea of what is about to happen. For her, it's just a normal Saturday. However, I know that it's going to be a special one-on-one that she will never forget. So she starts out about 5:30 in the morning where she's going to get her hair done. And actually, we have to make some time adjustments because we have a little mix-up on our time with her stylist. However, we get things worked out, and so she makes the opportunity to leave from there. Well, let me back up a little bit. So what she does not know is that on Thursday, I have already met with her stylist and left her first clue and also a gift card for her favorite place for her to eat breakfast. And on there indicates a little note that Priscilla won't mind. Priscilla's her personal trainer who has banned her from eating Whataburger breakfast. But I mentioned that she wouldn't mind because she does not also know that I've already had a conversation with Priscilla as well. So once she gets the opportunity to get her hair done, she wonders why her stylist is pinning her hair up. And at that point, her stylist brings her her first clue and also the gift card to Whataburger for breakfast. At that point, she then texts me saying, "Eric Burns, I know you're up to something. I don't know what it is, but I know you're up to something." And of course, I played off, "Honey, I don't know what you're talking about." She said, "Okay, we'll see how this goes." So she goes and gets her breakfast as instructed. And then her next stop is Darrett's Salon in Arlington, Texas, where I have already pre-planned and prepaid for a spa day. So she gets a massage, custom massage, as well as a custom facial, also manicure, pedicure. While there's a little mix up. So I'm not able to get the clothes that she needs to have for her day before she gets there. So I actually peek around the corner to actually see if she's in the salon. Once I notice that she's not there, I text and act as if, "Are you there?" She tells me, "Yes, I am." And I realize that she is in the back. So I'm able to have a conversation with the manager that I've already spoken with previously. Well, during that time that she's there, she then gets her facial. She sends a picture to me, looking beautiful with her facial, and goes into the area where she gets her nails done, and then sends me a text message. "Why is Brandon here?" I said, "Oh, honey, he's just there to get some things for our wedding video." She has no idea that this is all a part of my plan that I've already concocted with Brandon, our videographer. I leave a clue for her indicating that her next stop will take her to have lunch with someone special. And I know she thinks that someone special person is me. It is not. It is her friend, her best friend in the world, Angela Taylor, who will be waiting there for lunch with her, for her. So she travels along with Brandon to have lunch, and they have a lunch date all together there. And then at that point, I realized Angela sent me a message telling me that she has made it. The Eagle has dropped in the building. I think it was something of that sort. With Angela, I have left another clue and also a gift card to Ross. Anybody that knows Kristen knows that Ross is her favorite store. So I've instructed her to buy a dress for the evening for this date that she thinks that we are going on, that we've talked about previously. So she goes shopping and she buys the dresses. And as she indicates that Angela sounds like a fairy godmother by letting her know that she must be ready by 6:15. The reason for that is because I have had to change the location where I'm actually going to propose to her due to rain and tornadoes that we have in the area that have just kind of come out of nowhere. So she goes to her home, she drives home, and proceeds to get ready. And she calls me and goes, "Baby, where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm driving." So she says to me, "Okay, you're not here, the weather's getting bad." And I said, "I know, but there's a slight change in plans." And she goes, "Well, what's that?" I said, "I need you to open your door and look outside." And she goes, "You're not here." I said, "I know I'm not here. Do you see a man standing out there with a sedan?" And she says, "Yes." I said, "That's what you're riding in." And so "You sent a driver for me?" I did. So with that being said, I need you to get in the car. Where is he taking me?" "Kristen, I just need you to follow directions. It's okay, you don't have to be in control." Those that know her know that she normally likes to take control. So for her, it then furthermore becomes a magical evening. So she tells me, later on, that she's riding, she's a little nervous because the weather is bad. But at that point, the weather does hold back and we're able to all travel to Gaylord, Texas, which is where the proposal takes place. I meet with Brandon We look for a location inside of the atrium because for some reason, as compared to the previous year, it is very, 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 very busy in that location that particular evening. So we find a location actually right in the center of the atrium that's very intimate, considering as many people as in the location as it is. So Brandon asked me, am I ready to make that step? I tell him, let's do it. And so he goes and gets Kristen. Well, he tells me to let Kristen know she can come in. I indicate that she needs to follow him. And so she comes up and she walks straight down the middle and she meets me there. And I ask her the question, do you remember what we did here last year? She says, I do. I said, well, what if we make a lifetime of memories here? And so I have already made a poster that says, will you marry me or not? So it's kind of like a joking thing for us when we say, are you going to do something or not? So she laughs a little bit and says, am I supposed to circle this? Because it says circle yes or no. And I hand her a marker. She circles yes. And so at that point, then I get down on one knee and I hand her the ring. And initially, I don't think she said yes. I think she kind of did, you know, baby, you did good. And then I think yes came somewhere around that time. In the meantime, we then smile, we get claps because we don't realize that there are people that have been watching and are excited for us. And then we kind of walk around and then we talk about a little bit of the day. However, she thinks that we're going to dinner. She does not know that there's another surprise waiting for her. Well, a couple of surprises. So we get in our car and we head to Arlington, where there are several family members that have been texting me throughout the evening. And so we pull up in the front and the driver goes, okay, sir, I think everybody's here. And I'm like, and I tell him, sir, I need to see you outside. So I tell the driver, she has no idea about this information, that someone else is here waiting on her. I kind of have it spoiled a little bit as she notices my truck is there and my mom and sister are there. I have vanity plates, so it kind of gave it away. So I have to think of something quick. So I tell her, yeah, Vay and Trace is here waiting on us. So I said, well, if you walk inside and turn to your left, that's where they'll be. And so when we walked in, everybody yelled, surprise. And so at that point, my butterfly, who never cries and tears up and realizes that all these people have been a part of what's going on. She sees Priscilla, who is her trainer. She knows then I changed her day. However, she speaks to one of her friends and does not realize that it's her friend from Houston until she doubled back and realized that her good friend and roommate from college from Houston is here, as well as my line brother and his wife have flown from Houston as well for this event. So we have a magical evening there. We retreat back. There's another surprise. There's a room overlooking the water in, I would say, Las Colinas, Irving area, where I've also went to painting with a twist, and I have created 3 paintings in the love, hope, and I'm thinking there's one more. I've forgotten what the other one is. And so at that point, then we just enjoy the rest of our evening, and then we proceed with Sunday with having breakfast. And of course, those that know us know I love God. So we got to go to church and get our Jesus in. And we had a wonderful time and had brunch and then sent everyone home. So that, my friends, is my love story and my proposal story to this beautiful woman, Kristen Nicole Sharp.